I go bankrupt. It will bankrupt me. My farm will become unsaleable and I can't meet my mortgages and I will go broke.
For 9 years, Wayne Ryder has been fighting to stop sewage from Shannon's treatment ponds flooding and contaminating his dairy farm. He knew there was a health and safety risk, and in March his worst fears became a reality when Open Country Dairy told him if the problem continues, they'll stop taking milk from his farm.
I lose everything that we've ever fought for here, and I just don't think it's fair that I get put into that position.
Water from the ponds flows into Stencil's drain and then from a pipe into the Mangaori stream. The problem is when the river rises, it shuts the gate on the pipe, causing Stencil's drain to overflow onto Mr. Ryder's farm. Mr. Ryder says he doesn't use Stencil's drain, and when he asked the council to install a pump on the end of the pipe, they told him he had to pay for it at a cost of $100,000. He refused, and Horizons Council only weeks ago installed a second pipe with a gate on it.
Basically we've put in exactly the same system that's already there, and it's going to shut off exactly the same as the gate that's already been in there for the 50 or 60 or 100 years or whatever it's been there.
Mr. Ryder says it's personal.
I think it's more personal than anything now. I think it's a personal vendetta against me.
But he says there's a bigger picture the council should be looking at.
What they are doing here is putting sewage onto dairy land. They're also blowing the sewage over my driveway where the tankers go. This is going to could become a big problem for New Zealand's milk industry as a whole, because if contamination is taken back to one of these factories, Fonterra drives through this water as well as Open Country to get milk.
He says he's learned from another local farmer he can't win if he takes them to court.
A farmer not far from me got flooded in 2004 and lost all his crops. He's spent to date over $500,000 trying to fight these councils or Horizons, and Horizons just appeal it, and they just keep stringing it out because it's not coming out of their pockets. It's coming out of the guy that they're fighting and all the other ratepayers, you know. And they will do the same to me here. We need, Leslie and I and my family need someone that's going to stand up for us, an environmental lawyer that would say, we will come on board and we will help you.
Horizons Council declined an interview, but when asked by Country 99 TV why it didn't install a pump and how a second gated pipe would resolve the issue, it said only that if it didn't work, it could consider further public consultation. But Mr. Ryder says he can't sit by and lose his farm while that happens, so if no one will help him, he'll have no choice but to take the law into his own hands at Horizons Council's expense.
This piece here, John, is where I'll cut this bank, and I'll let this water go down the Buckley rather than flood my property again with sewage. And I know Horizons have told me if I do this, they will then prosecute me for doing it, but really I've got no other option.
So although Horizons Council may be hoping their pipe will stem the flow of Mr. Ryder's complaints, the next heavy rainfall could very well bring the matter right to their doorstep. Then
I'll have my day in court, you know, because I believe what they're doing here is totally wrong.
John Watson, Shannon, Country 99 TV News.